Okay, so this is my thoughtful video. I did jot down some notes because I really wasn't reading as much lately, but I did write down some notes. I didn't write down anything yesterday. I don't know, just winged it. Yeah, I had some different things go on for me today. More like emotionally, spiritually. I mean, I wasn't like really, really emotional, or anything like that. But I visited Venice Beach. I'm just experiencing life different right now. I just realized that I'm experiencing life in such a different way. It's very different for me right now. Yeah, it's interesting. I think I visited OB versus where I used to live a couple times since I moved away, and this is like maybe the third time that we've been back to the area to visit. Yeah, is that right? Yeah, third time, which is very, very, very little for how many times I feel like I should have visited. But either way, that's just the way that it is. And yes, I think it was the third time, so I have a comparison from the other times, and this time was just so different. And really, we just got in today, so before we came over to my brother's house, we stopped in to OB because it's home, it's my other home, and I don't know, we just always want to, it's like let's go home, it's like the first thing that we want to do. So yeah, but before that we went to Venice Beach, and that was something that I had always wanted to do. I always wanted to stop there, and whenever we would go visit LA, we'd always be going to visit family, and because Ryan had a cousin that lived there. And then even after, well, the last time I visited her was when I was gonna come back from the trip and actually tell Ryan that we were gonna get a divorce. And yeah, but then after that we haven't visited her again, but we didn't go to LA the last time we came to San Diego, so this was different. And it's just, this trip has been about doing a lot of the things that I've been wanting to do. And because I've just been doing that over the summer anyway, in the spring. So I always wanted to visit Venice Beach, and it was just interesting because it was definitely like in a way like a bigger OB, like I had anticipated. I had watched videos, about it and stuff, and a lot of people from Venice Beach would come down and visit OB, and they would maybe perform or do what they do in Venice Beach, but in Ocean Beach, just for fun, So I kind of had a bit of an idea what to expect, but we were only there for like an hour and 15 minutes. We had a little bit of a late start. American Rowan were fighting this morning, and that sucked. So it just took us a while to get Rowan out of the motel. So anyway, we got a bit of a late start, and we didn't really have very much time, but that was okay. It wasn't that big of a deal. And the girls ended up going out on the beach, and I just wanted to walk the boardwalk and just check out like some of the vendors. That's something that I'd always wanted to do. So I just kind of like walked off on my own. The boys, and they all went to the beach, and I got caught up at a couple places. I got caught up at a sunglasses place just for a little bit, and then I was like, what am I doing? What am I wasting my time here for? I have sunglasses. I don't need sunglasses. But there was a piece of me that started out the day, like I brought some money with me, thinking, I want to bring something with me from Venice Beach. I just want to get something here, that feels special or something, And I was like, well, it's not going to be sunglasses. So I just kept walking, and I wasn't there for very long, but I ended up stopping at this place where there are these like sort of bracelets that were aged by the sun, and I really like that. Like, I like things that are kind of like used and kind of messed up a little bit and kind of like worn in and broken in. And it was like a whole table full of them here. It was perfect. And I've been wanting more bracelets, but I found some bracelets and I found a necklace, and I was holding these things in my hands, and then like I would occasionally just put one back, and then I was like, what am I doing? What am I doing? I'm wasting my time here right now. And I was just like, I don't need anything. I mean, these bracelets were only like $3 for $10, which actually, if I were to try to buy something like this where I live, it would be like $15 for one probably. But like, it was like there were so many, it was hard to choose, and I was just like a little overwhelmed, and then I'm just like, I'm saying a lot. I'm kind of tired, even though my eyeballs don't look like it. I could definitely go to sleep right now. I'm not super tired, but I know it's been a long day, so just forgive me, because this is very like casual, and I'm figuring out what I'm trying to say here. But basically, what am I doing? I already have everything I need with me. I don't need anything. Yeah, I would love, like I found this one really cute. It was probably a necklace, but I could wrap it around my ankle a couple times, and I was like, oh, that's so groovy. I really love that. But I just put everything back. I set it all down. And I was like, oh, what a relief. I don't need anything. There is nothing that I need right now. I don't need another bracelet for my wrist. These copper bracelets are amazing. Yeah, I don't need anything. It was like the results of the labyrinth, I think. You know, that feeling of just like not needing anything, you know? Yeah. So that was kind of special. And then from that point on, when I was walking through all these areas and stuff and just looking at these things, I was just looking at them and just soaking it in, which is what I usually do anyway. Like, I usually don't, tempt myself to be able to buy things. Like, I usually like looking at things and just enjoying like looking at things. I'm usually not in a mode to buy, but I was in a mode to buy. Like, so I'm used to being in a mode of not buying, and especially like not buying clothes for myself. Whenever I go to Goodwill, it's just like I'm there with the kids. I'm just walking around, and maybe I'll look, with them, thinking about them, but I'm not in a mode of like getting anything for myself. So I go into these modes, and that's primarily what I'm in. But this time it was like, Venice Beach is so special. I even looked at hats at one point. I could, really remember Venice Beach in this moment from getting a thing. But you know what? I didn't need to. I didn't need it. I did not need one thing. I didn't need one thing to remember Venice Beach. And you know what? Venice Beach wasn't even that cool. It really wasn't. It wasn't, it probably was what I thought it was going to be, but ultimately, it really wasn't that cool. Like, it wasn't that amazing. I mean, like, it was, what was cool was that I was just like doing this thing that I had wanted to do and like fulfilling that, but it wasn't like the actual Venice Beach was that cool. And I'm sure it's really, really cool at different times. This was like what is today? Thursday, 1 o'clock-ish. My meet time at the car with the kids was 2 o'clock. So there's not that much going on, like we talked to some homeless people, and stuff like that. And, that happened. And it was what it needed to be, I guess. It's almost like, you know, I realize that sometimes I like work something up in my head to be something so big, and then it's just not, it's not as big as I think it's gonna be, you know. It's not as, man, I'm really going off about this. I'm at 10 minutes. Jeez. Yeah. So that happened. That happened today. And, you know, it was like, I'm good, you know. I eventually turned around and walked back, and honestly, it'd be way more fun if I had rollerblades or something. That'd be so fun. Because of like the boardwalk, and then they also had a curvy, windy, you know, path, or like my bike. That'd be really fun, you know. I honestly would like to go back sometime, not by myself, you know, like maybe with the love of my life someday, and maybe like just stay there overnight, and I don't know, overnight, 1-2 nights maybe, and just like hang out, maybe do a little bit of shopping then. I don't know, maybe not, I don't know. They had some cute like balloonish type pants that had like, they were like tie-dye and stuff, and they were like cute. Like they were, of course, they were way more money than I had in my pocket, but I can just order some of those online or something if I really want to. No big deal. But yeah, I don't know. Just, it'd be fun to just go and like, and stay there and maybe like eat some food at some point, and maybe just, I don't know, like, I don't know, maybe ride one of their rides, because they have like rides and stuff. Yeah, I don't know. I don't even know. I don't even know. What am I getting at here? Venice Beach wasn't as cool as I thought it was going to be, but if I go back, like, I would like to stay for a little bit and check it out. You know, there's a lot of places that I want to stay and like hang out for a little bit, but I guess now I know, you know, like this whole trip has been just like a sort of, like I said before, like a sneak peek at some places that I've never went to, a bunch of states that I've never been to before. And yeah, just done a lot of things, but like had some different random experiences, just like been exposed to some different things that I've never been exposed to. And yeah, so anyway, that's that. Yeah, I kind of also had this epiphany today that I want to like settle down on how many photos I take, because the girls got upset with me today, and I kind of got a little bit embarrassed, actually, because I think I do have a problem with it. I do think I take too many pictures sometimes, and you know, I'm definitely one to like admit when I'm wrong and apologize. And you know, it kind of was a sucky moment because it was OB, and I was like trying to like soak it in, but in my way, and it was not really appropriate, and I was doing it in the car too, so like I vowed to not do that ever again. And it was, I don't know, I just felt dumb, and like I made a mistake, and people make mistakes, and it's okay to make mistakes, and it's okay to admit when you make a mistake, and I did, and it sucked, but I, you know, took accountability for what I did, and yeah, and so I'm thinking about that. I'm pondering it and wanting to be better. I just want to be a better person. So, they weren't really that upset with me or anything, but like either way, it was kind of embarrassing and shitty and sucky, and it happened, and it's over, and I'm moving on, and overall, I just want to be the best person I can be. So, yeah, anyway, so I felt more sentimental in OB. My time is almost done, so I might do a part 2, I don't know. I felt more sentimental in OB this time, but I also felt a little bit detached from it too. Yeah, I'm probably gonna have to make another video, so I'm just gonna do that now.